She was kneeling on the cold floor tiles, her baby in her arms, and her husband standing over her with eyes full of hate. "You are nothing but a whore," he spat. "Don't forget how that child came into this world." She looked up at him, stunned. The man who once begged her to do it. The man who once cried in her arms over his infertility. The man who picked the other man himself. How did it come to this? Linda was 34 and had been married to Emeka for 7 years. They had everything: love, laughter, stability, everything except a child. And in their culture, that was a big thing. People whispered. Aunties started dropping unsolicited fertility herbs. Friends who used to visit regularly stopped coming by. Even strangers would ask. Everybody asked that dreaded question: when are you people having a child? They tried everything: tests, prayers, doctors, and then came the truth. Emeka couldn't bear a child. Linda cried when she found out, not because she was angry, but because she knew how much Emeka wanted to be a father. She held him through it, reassured him, told him they'll be fine, that they will find another way. But nothing prepared her for what came next. One night, after a quiet dinner and a bottle of wine, Emeka looked her in the eyes and said, "Let's get you pregnant another way." Linda blinked. "What do you mean?" "I mean, let another man do it. Just once. We will never speak of it again. The baby will be ours, and no one will ever know." At first, she thought it was a joke, but he was dead serious. He would even pick someone, he said, a mutual friend. Femi, a man he trusted, a man who had once been in love with Linda before she and Emeka got married. Linda was horrified. It felt wrong. But the more Emeka talked, the more he convinced her it was their only chance. He played on her longing to be a mother. He reminded her of how badly they wanted to build a family. He begged. And finally, with shame and hesitation, Linda agreed. The night it happened, she cried the whole way there. Femi was gentle and respectful, knowing this wasn't about desire, but desperation. It happened once. That was all it took. Weeks later, Linda found out she was pregnant. For a while, Emeka was overjoyed. He cooked for her, sang to her belly, talked about baby names. She thought maybe they could move past what they did. Maybe, just maybe, their family would be stronger for it. But the change came slowly, like rust eating through metal. Emeka began to distance himself. He stopped touching her. He stopped smiling. And when the baby came, A beautiful, healthy boy. He barely looked at him. You should be proud, she whispered one night, holding the baby. He looks like you. Emeka scoffed. Don't lie to me. He's not my child. He's not mine. The insult started quietly. Little jabs, small remarks. You look comfortable being a mother. Must be because you laid with a man who knows what he's doing. Then louder. Don't act holy. We both know you spread your legs for another man. And finally, the night everything broke. He came home drunk, looked at her with disgust, and said, that child will grow up knowing his mother is a whore. Linda dropped to her knees, baby in her arms. She begged him to stop. You told me to do it, she cried. You asked me to, and you did it, he said coldly. Easily. You did it easily. I don't want to see you anymore in this house. Take your baby and leave. I want to be left alone. I don't want to see your face anymore. Linda left. It's been 2 years since Linda left Emeka. She's raising her son alone, working 2 jobs, healing bit by bit. She never spoke to Femi again, not because she blames him. She doesn't. But because that part of her life is sealed for now. She's not angry anymore, just tired. Tired of how quickly love can turn into a weapon. Tired of how sacrifice can be twisted into shame. Tired of being seen through the lens of one desperate decision. But when she looks at her son, she sees something pure, something untouched by all the bitterness. She doesn't regret having him. She never will. What she regrets is trusting a man who turned her womb into a battlefield. If you've ever been pushed into something that left a scar, you are not alone. Love should never cost you your dignity. And no child should ever be born into a story filled with shame. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real, raw stories. Until next time, take care of your heart. Love you.